I apologize for the wind noise in this video. Today I'm out here with my HBX Surge X03 RC boat. It's a brushed RC boat with a claimed top speed of 20 miles an hour. It doesn't go nearly 20 miles an hour. I estimated speeds out here before and it was more like 12 to 13 miles an hour. I couldn't run the GPS I was using at the time because it was my cell phone. Now I have this mini GPS, which is just light enough. I think the boat will be okay with this on top of it. So today I'll be running 4 different batteries in this boat and we'll see how fast each of them are. I forgot my stopwatch, so I'll do a separate video with run times. But here's the OEM battery. It's a Li-ion, not a LiPo. So this battery will not have a high discharge potential like a LiPo, but these work fine in low draw applications. And this boat, it only draws about 6 amps, I think, based on rough calculations. So this battery does okay. I'll also be running this battery, which came with my HBX 16 scale truck. It's a 1000 milliamp hour 2S. All these batteries are 2S. This is the new Urgenex battery I have. It's 1100 milliamp hours. And I'm also going to be running a Liperior 2S 850 mAh battery. This one I ran in the past in the boat, and it definitely was faster than the stock battery. And the reason for that is voltage sag. A Li-ion battery or a poor performing LiPo battery, what'll happen is when you start out, the voltage should be around, 8.4 volts or 4.2 volts per cell. But as the amp draw on the battery brings the voltage down, it's called sag. And a battery with a higher C rating, a true higher C rating, will have less voltage sag. Voltage is what determines how fast the motor spins, so the more the voltage drops under load, the slower the boat will be. Conversely, a battery that has less voltage sag will make the boat go faster because the voltage will be higher. So, enough talking, I'll go ahead and get into the speed runs with this boat. I'm going to start off with the stock battery and we'll see how fast it is and we'll go from there. All right, I have the GPS cleared out and it's reading. First up is the stock 2S Li-ion 800 mAh battery. We'll just give it a little run here. And looks like we reached 12.9 miles an hour. All right. Next up will be the Liperior battery. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out the GPS. And it's registering. Now, if this boat drew more than about 6 amps, the difference in these batteries would be much more noticeable. But because it's a pretty low draw motor, the Li-ion actually doesn't do too bad, but we'll see how much faster these different batteries are. I could just tell by the sound of the boat there that this one's running faster. How much faster? I don't know. Previously I estimated it, I think around 1, maybe 1.5 miles an hour faster. And the stock batteries for this boat, one of them performed much better than the other one. I ran the one that performs better. The other one was about 1 mile an hour slower, so it would have been closer to 12 miles an hour instead of the almost 13 miles an hour that one I ran today went. All right, so the Liperior battery ran 13.6 miles an hour, so 0.7 miles an hour faster. And next up, I'll run the HBX 1000 milliamp hour battery that came in my 16th scale truck. Now, if anyone's interested in this boat, you can get it on sale for about $40. Sure, it's not extremely fast, but it handles well. It's pretty quick and it's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. So check out, I have a full review video on this and several other running videos. And it's been reliable and fun, and I plan on actually upgrading this in the future to brushless, and we'll see how fast I can get it. I'm hoping to get it up closer to 30 miles an hour on a pretty aggressive system. At any rate, here we go with the 1000 milliamp hour battery that came with my Haiboxing 16th scale truck. I'm not doing any crazy maneuvers with this boat because the GPS does make it a little top heavy, and I don't want to submerge it. Okay, that's equal to the Liperior at 13.6 miles an hour. So I want to thank Urgenex and Liperior for sending me out these batteries for testing. I've done other testing on the Liperior in the past. I just got these Urgenex batteries, and in my truck it performed slightly slower than the original HBX battery, but it was pretty close. And we'll see how it performs in the boat. I'm thinking it's going to be almost equal. Now, this Urgenex battery definitely holds more capacity than any of the others. So while it might not be any faster right now, when it's fresh, it would run longer and probably be faster than the other batteries as they deplete more quickly. In this boat, the Urgenex is actually the fastest by 0.1 mile an hour, but essentially that's equal. A little bit of wind or a wave or something could have definitely made the speed fluctuate by 0.1 mile an hour. Well, now that I've run all 4 batteries, I'm gonna go ahead and just have some fun running the batteries down in this boat. Like I said, I have much more in-depth videos I've done in the past, so I'm just gonna do a quick run. But as you can see, this boat, it can turn on a dime, and it also has a self-righting feature, so if you flip it over, it's real easy to get it to flip back over hull side down how you want it. But again, the usual price for this boat on Amazon is about $50, but you can get it on sale. I think right now it's right around $40. So for the price, you can't go wrong. I have fun with it. Kids certainly would have fun with it. And while it's not nearly as fast as the claimed 20 mile an hour speed put out there by Haiboxing, again, we're closer to 13 miles an hour. It's almost a good thing. You can use it in a small body of water and still have a lot of fun with it. This is just a small stormwater pond here, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So now that being said, I'm definitely going to want it faster. I'm going to convert it to brushless and just make this thing absolutely rip. But the upgrades will cost as much as this boat did originally, if not more. And luckily I have different manufacturers that work with me, so I'll be able to do it for next to nothing. But it might be kind of cost prohibitive for some of you folks out there if you wanted to make it brushless. And this boat, it'll run, depending on the battery, the stock battery, it'll run about 8 minutes. And this battery, I'm thinking it would probably run closer to 10 minutes. But I'll test that in a later video, and I'll do a more comprehensive test of these batteries. So that's all I have for now. Again, in a low draw application like this boat, the LiPo batteries aren't going to provide a whole lot of extra performance. because the voltage sag is not that much, even on the Li-ion battery. So when Haiboxing equipped this boat with the Li-ion battery, it's not that it was a bad decision at all. It works well. Granted, one of the two though, I don't know if something's wrong with it, but it holds about 10% less capacity, and it was about a mile an hour slower than this one. So maybe not the highest quality lipos, but they're cheap. These Urgenex batteries I'm running in here, I got 2 of them, and they retail for $22. So certainly not gonna break the bank. All right, guys, that's it for now, and I'll see you on the next one.